He's a funny dude, man, and you guys are funny together. You guys last night at the show, I called "I Need This" at the Hotel Cafe, which I was on. You guys together on stage is so funny.
I think we have a good like old married couple. Like
That's a good way to describe it.
Like bickering.
Yeah, I love the co-hosting too. Like both of y'all on stage at the same
Yeah.
time.
How many? This is your fourth show?
That was our fifth show.
Fifth show.
Yep. That was our fifth show. That was like one of my favorite shows. I thought that was like the most fun I've had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a blast.
Yeah, that was really fun. Do you guys find that when you're like on stage at a show for whatever reason, like that's when I find that I try more new stuff than I do at like mics, and also it works better than anything I come up like with on the spot at a mic.
It's a it's a real crowd, so you're getting a real reaction.
Yeah, but it's almost like my brain won't even like think of those better jokes until I'm like on the spot like that.
Well, you were good under pressure then.
Maybe.
It's because like you have to in that moment.
Yeah, maybe I am incredible. I don't know. I guess so.
You guys
So-
are right. I'm a
Hey,
genius.
I didn't mean to get unrelatable. Real
yeah,
bad.
yeah. There's been times where I've been in front of like real crowds, and a tag will come to me that doesn't at an open mic, because I think at an open mic it's just sheer terror almost.
It's just you're not having fun at an open mic.
No.
Like with a crowd, when you're like, it's what comedy should be at its best, where like people are laughing at what you worked on, and you're like actually able to enjoy yourself.
It's like one of the only things where it's like the practice is the hardest part.
Right.
It's like you go to these shit open mics with sometimes 5 other comics and nobody's laughing, but you're trying to say these jokes the same way you would to like 80 people.
Yeah.
And you just leave and you just want to die. You're like, I shouldn't have moved here.
Yeah.
What am I doing?
I do that all the time. I've run new jokes for like consistently at open mics for like 3 continuous weeks leading up to a show, and like they'd bomb every time. And in the back of my head, I'm like, this is gonna kill when I get in front of 80 people.
Right.
Like this is gonna work. And then you get up there and it does. Because they did
tough.
that, it's
It's
a real
crazy.
audience.
And there's some mics where like if you've got like a good just like written out set up punch joke, people just aren't gonna laugh at it because they don't want to hear jokes.
Dude.
They want to hear like other comics calling comics in the audience gay and like shit. Like how we started this podcast.
Yeah.
That was for the comics watching.
Dude, I did. Has this ever happened to you? I did 2 mics the day before the show, and both times I bombed so hard.
Yes, I bombed my 2 mics.
Did you?
I bombed my
What
2
is
mics
that?
before the show.
And that's happened before.
Yeah.
And I think I went to I won't say the place, but I went to this place, and I was running the show material, and there was something like they could smell it on me. That you're trying to be good. We don't want you to be good.
Yes.
And
Dude,
I
they're
was
like,
what
wait,
the hell?
you sound like you have an opportunity
Yeah.
that I don't.
I see too much optimism in your eyes.
Yeah.
They could smell it on me,
That's
dude.
not gonna fly here. Boo!
Yeah.
We only want 3 roughly thought out ideas, not completed funny material.
Right. We want to see you bail halfway,
Dude.
and talk about how much you're sucking up there.
I bombed so hard I did a 6 to 7. I bombed. It was one of those I leave the mic and I get in the car and I just kind of sit there. And like I got hot and I was like and this was I have a show tomorrow.
Yeah.
In front of how many 60 people that were there. And then I was like, okay, let's try it again at I will name the next place, fucking Hollywood Comedy.
Yep.
Let's go to the Hollywood Comedy, fuck it.
Yeah.
And just ate a plate of shit.
Yeah.
And I drove home. I was driving home and I was like, I'm ruined at the show tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah. You're like, it's over.
Was that steering wheel drifting into traffic a little bit?
I saw a fucking light post I thought about fucking meeting. Oh,
You're like, that's a nice tree.
what is it about that?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's like the other comics can see it on your face.
Do you ever do a mic? Do you have jokes where you like, so like at mics you're testing new material, but then if like nothing's getting a laugh, do you ever throw in one of your heaters, like a joke that you know is your heater?
Yes.
And then if that doesn't work, I'm like that was my power up, that was my special move. I've got nothing else for you.
It's like a double or nothing move. You're like,
Yeah.
all right, and then it's like, hold on, I can be funny. And,
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
and then it still bombs. You're like, ooh.
That's how I felt. at the mic before the show yesterday. So this was on Tuesday.
You did a mic right before the show?
No. This was the night
Okay.
before. I was just laying out my heaters. Like, it felt like an anime when somebody was like doing all of their attacks, and then like the villain's still standing there like no damage. And it was like that was the same.
That's only 1% of my power.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was all of my power, and nothing happened. But
Oh,
that
man.
mic just it
Yeah.
sucked anyway.
I've had nights where I'll do like I have like 2 mics that night, and I'll crush at the first one with like new stuff, and you're
Yeah.
feeling good. You're like, oh, maybe the dream will work, you know. And you go to the next one, same material,
Yeah.
exactly the same bomb, epic fucking leveled bomb.
And you're like, I should have just gone home.
And then
Yeah.
you don't know. You're like, is the new material good or not? Or
Yeah.
is that like a nice room or?
I've been bombing at like mics and thought about like pulling out like an A joke where I'm
Yeah.
like, this is gonna work, but I'm like, I've not done it because I'm like, if it doesn't work, I'll think differently about the joke.
Yeah.
You know?
You got to preserve your babies.
Yeah,
protect
I don't.
them.
I can't let this one get beat up because
Yeah.
I will do it differently. I'll say it like hesitantly next time I do it.
Yeah.
Ugh.
How do you guys go about like promoting it? Because it sells out every single time you do it.
We have some regulars. So shout out to the regulars, and then we promote on Instagram. We promote on Facebook. We throw it out in like the event chats, the comedy chats that
Yeah.
are like.
And the
available.
club makes posts.
And then we pray, dude. It's never not stressful.
I believe it.
Because it's always so many people. Because think about when you buy tickets to a comedy show. I buy it walking into the show usually, like
Yeah.
right outside, unless it's someone huge. So most people do. So like the night before, you've still got half your tickets remaining, and you're like, is this going to be the time that like nobody like we've already like
Yeah.
sold as many as we're going to sell?
So it's like it shoots up. It's like half the tickets
Yeah.
get sold in the last 24 hours.
The last 24 hours is when they
Man.
like go away just slowly. And then what's funny is like people text you after it's sold out and they're like, hey, can I still get tickets? It's like,
It's been a month.
Yeah,
you
you've
had your
had a month.
chance, dude. Yeah.
You've had
Yeah.
a month. So,
I know. Yeah, I'm like that too. If I see a show, hey, there's a show next week, I'm like, I might go to that, but I don't want to be locked in
Right.
all week to going to that.
Yeah.
So that's a bad trait. But unfortunately, that's how it goes.
That's how it goes. Because I can't, like, I work the same way,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
I don't want to be locked in for it.
No.
Because it's like I'd like the option to not go, but once I buy that ticket, it's like, okay, no, I'm going. You know?
Yeah.
But I mean, last night, probably 80% of the audience was all Bombing Podcast fans. Obviously, I don't know if you knew that.
Really?
Yeah. I mean,
Interesting.
we're a big draw, so. I mean, I don't need to thank you.
Dude, I would have thanked you guys way sooner.
No,
if
stop!
I'd
Come
known.
on, no, we don't do it for the thank yous. But yeah, a lot of Bombing Podcast fans there last night.
Yeah.
So
Thanks for shouting out the podcast when you brought Ryan up, by the way.
yeah, that was a
Yeah.
huge that gets the word out. You know,
Well,
the crowd
you know,
loved that because they were like, "Oh my god, holy shit!"
Ryan told me. Yeah,
You know?
dude, I thought we ran overtime with that applause break.
Yeah, it was nuts. It was nuts.
We went way over.
It was nuts. I have it on film, but I won't play it because
Yeah, it's interesting because
too long.
the crowd was like a lot of women,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I didn't know that you guys had so many female.
hey, hot ones
listen-
too, huh?
The hottest.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
how it goes.
That's
Yeah.
who watches the podcast.
Yeah, so you're welcome, I guess, for that for all the people that showed up. We've been plugging it all month.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, no, I've seen you guys posting the show. It was nice. That always helps. I think. I don't know.
It helped. But no, I don't think anybody came to see old Ryan.
Dude, I can't even convince people to come see me, let alone come see someone else's show.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I have like coworkers, and not that I'd want them there. I'd rather them not be there. But it's always like, hey, when's your? I gotta come see you.
Yeah.
I got a show on Wednesday. I'm out of town Wednesday.
Oh, yeah, of course you are.
Of course,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
always out of town. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Coworkers are the best one too. They're like, "Oh, you do stand up? Oh, wow, we should let me come to one of your shows."
Right.
And you're like, "I need to sell tickets for this one," and they're like,
I'm actually doing something.
Yeah.
"I'm not. I can't actually." It's like that. Thanks for that. No, that's nice.
Yeah, you brought it up. Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't have even asked you.
Yeah, and like I've got coworkers who are like singers, and stuff. It's like, can we just be okay with not going to each other's shows? Can we just work and then go home?
The worst part about after a show is that you ask so many people to come see you, and you get into so much friend debt that for like the next month, I'm going to improv shows.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
I'm
yeah.
going to potlucks. I'm playing Twister and shit at somebody's like house party. And it's like, you have to because they came to your show.
Yeah, but it's never the person that you're okay with doing that for. You know what I mean?
Because those people were coming anyway.
Yeah,
It's the fringe people who you gotta
because
you gotta go to limbo night with.
yeah, hey, karaoke night, karaoke night. No,
They're like, hey, I'm actually a professional like limboist, and you're like,
oh, sick.
That's not a thing. Comedy's real. Okay, that's not real.
The show's Saturday morning, 6 a.m. Yeah, I'll be there. Where is it? It's by LAX.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Okay,
It's
I'll
actually
go.
it's past security.
It's in Terminal 2B, actually.
Yeah.
dude. Oh god, like because we've got like friends and stuff where it's like you go to my show, I'll go to your show,
Yeah.
and it's not like a hold it over your head thing. It's just like friendly. It's like
Yeah.
it's like come to mine, I'll go to yours, and
It's rough out here. You got to do people favors.
yeah,
You really do.
and I don't mind. I don't mind at
really
all
do.
doing that for friends, and but yeah, it's those it's those people where it's like I'll stop talking, but
You know who you are.
it's tough. Yeah, show debt.
It's brutal.
You guys work well together. Like I was saying earlier, you guys on stage, so good. You guys could put on a good show, man. I Need This at the Hotel Cafe. Monthly shows.
Yeah.
And a podcast called I Need This.
Now,
Good.
if we could just start enjoying them, that'd be awesome. But it's
You should
just-
send them to us.
The episode?
Yeah, let someone else watch them. And not just you idiots going, this sucks. Just you two in a room. Send them to someone else.
Dude, every time we leave a recording, I walk out, I feel like I just got the shit beat out of me. That's how I feel.
Send them to us, man. We'll watch them. Give you an honest take.
Yeah,
It's not a bad idea.
we'll do it.
You need people like that. We're very hard on ourselves. But
Yeah.
I think most comics are. But you need other friends and comics to really look at the stuff you're doing and be like, that's good. Keep going. You're on the right track, Not to get all serious and gay, but
Dude,
We said that we've done tons of podcasts.
people who just blow you though, and you can tell they're lying. That's like way worse than somebody who just gives it to
Oh
you straight.
yeah.
you're
Yeah.
great. No, that was great.
Yeah,
You're amazing.
dude. You crushed.
Yeah. It's like, no, I didn't though.
No, I was there. I was up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard no one laughing.
How did that go? That was great.
Yeah.
You're lying to me.
Yeah.
You're like,
Dude, last night, that was great, man. You
I'll
did great
see.
last night at the show. You really did. You did great.
Thanks.
you got to be honest. You got to have people that are honest with you.
Yeah.
It's really important.
Yeah, you need someone that like you can talk to, like coming off stage after a serious bomb. That like you don't even want to talk to anybody, but you need someone that goes like, "Hey, man, that was rough.
Yeah.
That was very bad."
Yeah.
And then be like, that joke worked. But that one, the ending, that's you got to work on that or something.
Yeah, you can't just
that.
gaslight each other either.
It's
Guys.
something about this also is I hate this so much. When I got a big show, I got a show or something, and people go, "So how you feeling?
Yeah.
Hey, you nervous? A lot of people here tonight. It's like, you trying to fuck me right now?
Dude, you know what I had today? I had two people after the show who didn't come to the show. They're like, so how'd you do? I was like, you could have come and seen me, but now you're asking me to like,
And now I have to say I did good.
now I have to be like, I did good and feel like I'm going to jinx myself for the next 6 months.
Yeah. And that's what's great with Hayden is because I hate when other people go, how you feeling? You know? And I just go, I'm good. But with him, he goes, how you feeling? Seriously. And I can be like, a little nervous.
Yeah.
I'm not confident in this thing. I
Or
can be
some-
honest with him.
Some people are like, are you nervous? They'll come up and like, are you nervous? Are you nervous? And you're like,
Now I am.
yeah, what should I be?
I wasn't earlier.
Thanks for that.
Yeah. Hey, a lot of people here tonight. It's like, yeah, I'm trying to put that out of my head.
Yeah.
Or you ever
Thanks.
get like a non comic or just like a friend at a show? They're like, dude, what if you bomb?
Yeah.
They'll throw that like
Yeah,
right before you go
yeah,
on.
you're
Like,
like,
are you
what-
nervous? Dude, what if you eat shit up there? You're like, thanks, man. That's
Dude,
yeah.
you're like, are you a person who's ever interacted with someone? Like, what are you talking about?
Oh my god.